Conor McGregor says he's in talks for a boxing match with Logan Paul. This would be an exhibition. He says here the rumors about Topuria, talking about Ilia Topuria, are false. He then says, I am in preliminary agreements with the Ambani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed. I will then seek my return to the octagon. So, Conor McGregor's downfall needs to be studied. And in fact, I have studied it. I have videos on it. Please check it out, Conor McGregor's downfall. And I will have more videos coming out about it because people still think it was the Khabib fight that was the downfall of Conor. And no, it was the Floyd fight. Floyd is the one that broke Conor McGregor. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about where he is now. And he's talking about fighting Logan Paul in an exhibition in a boxing, and that's the last thing the guy needs. If the guy is going to fight out his UFC contract, which has 2 fights left, he needs to be training MMA, not boxing, and not against the guy like Logan Paul. He needs to be serious. He needs to go in there and be willing to get humbled in the training room. It's been a while. I know Conor's the kind of guy that likes to have a guy in there like Artem Lobov, who's just a human punching bag and is there to boost the ego, right? Oh my God, I just keep hitting this guy. I'm untouchable. Meanwhile, the guy sucks, right? Artem's not good. You look at his record, look at his fights. He's not that good. He's got literally his full length arm is like the size of like my forearm is what you'd call it, right? That's his full length arms. He has T-Rex arms, and Conor's just picking them apart. Conor needs better training partners. Conor needs activity in the gym. Conor needs to escape the lifestyle of partying and drugs and all these things that he embarks with. You know, it's a shame. It really is a shame. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the Topuria rumors. I never believed them to begin with because I promise you Ilia Topuria would knock Conor McGregor out cold. There's nothing Conor McGregor could do to Ilia Topuria. Conor McGregor is 37 years old at this point. I believe 36 or 37, one of the two. Ilia Topuria is still in his 20s. I believe he's like 29, maybe 28. This guy would do very bad things to Conor McGregor, and so does most of the UFC at this point. Conor McGregor is a shell of himself, and I promise you, I'm giving you my word, guys. He may not say it, but if you go back and you watch the interviews of Conor McGregor when he first started this thing, if you go back to 2013 interviews, 2014, 2015, 2016 interviews, all before the Floyd fight, if you go and watch those interviews, I promise you, that guy right there, if you had a time machine and you went back to him and you showed him this picture of him and Logan Paul and this tweet, I promise you he would go, oh, oh, ah! Like the Godfather scene when there's a horse in his bed and he just starts screaming, ah! Ah! That's the reaction Conor McGregor would have if you showed him who he is today in 2024. If you went back in time and said, Conor, you're going to lose more fights than you win. And you're going to get smoked by Dustin Poirier, a guy that you evaporated in, less than 90 seconds. And you're going to fight Floyd and lose. And you're going to fight all these legacy fights and lose. And you're going to be a partying bum like you criticized all these other people for. Remember that? Remember when you said, the F the Hollywood Walk of Fame, he said. That's exactly what he said. Now look at you. Here you are at the VMAs, my friend. In a pink suit with MGK throwing punches at him. And you're missing punches, right? If you're going to throw a punch, right, Mr. Accuracy, you should hit him. But whatever. If you showed him who he has become, Conor McGregor would freak out. And rightfully so, because who he has become is an embarrassment to not only himself, but to his family, right? I mean, look at the civil trial that he just was found liable for. Conor McGregor has gone down in flames. And I promise you, if he fights Logan Paul, I predict it right now that Logan Paul knocks out Conor McGregor. Logan Paul's younger than him. I don't think Logan Paul has the same type of partying lifestyle that Conor McGregor does. I feel like Logan Paul has been there, done that. He's been famous for way longer than Conor McGregor has. I mean, think about it. Logan Paul was way younger. He was like a teenager, but he was still famous and going to these parties and things like that back when Conor was first starting his career in 2013 and doing his thing, at least in the UFC, right? Conor was a fighter before 2013, but you get my point. Logan Paul's been there, done that, and now he's starting a family. He's got a kid, and it seems like Logan has a much more level head on his shoulders. He's got the business going, whereas Conor, it seems to me that Conor was making up for lost time. When Conor got the fame, when Conor got the success, that's when Conor decided to start partying and taking part in different substances and things like that. As opposed to a guy that, let's say, was a popular kid in high school, for example, right? Let's say you're a popular guy in high school and you get all the girls and this, that, and the third. Well, if you're the guy that didn't get any girls and didn't have much attention, once you get the attention, now all of a sudden, now you want to go to those parties. Now, the same parties that you weren't invited to when you're driving around in the interview. Go watch the interview, guys. He's driving around in the car on Hollywood Boulevard, I think it was, somewhere in LA or California, whatever. He's driving around, the interview says, "Oh, Hollywood Walk of Fame." And Conor goes, "F the Hollywood Walk of Fame, yeah? F the Hollywood Walk of Fame, yeah? I don't, partying is weakness for the soul, yeah?" And he says all this stuff, and it's like, it's easy to say that when you're not invited to the party. But now that Conor's a superstar and he's invited to the party, now he's showing up early. He's like, I can't wait to get there. And, he's one of those guys. So that's my take on that particular aspect of Conor McGregor. Overall, as a guy that's followed his career since 2013, once he first started in the UFC, up until now, I mean, over a decade, I've been paying attention to Conor McGregor, listening to interviews and things like that. I like to consider myself almost like the Brian Windhorse of Conor McGregor. For those of you that don't know, in the NBA, Brian Windhorse, or however you say his name, is like the LeBron James expert. He knows LeBron James, all that stuff. That's me with Conor McGregor. Paid very close attention to his career. You don't get an impression that I do of Conor without following this guy for a long time. So, it is what it is. It's very sad. Do I wish things could have gone differently? Yes. Do I think things could have gone differently? Yes, I do. I think the guy was really, really talented. I really do. I think nobody had his reflexes at the time. Nobody had his accuracy at the time. His punching power mixed with the accuracy. His kicks were a big problem. But he let it all go for money and just notoriety, fame, all that stuff. All the stuff that he said he wasn't in it for, that's what he lost himself to. And as poetic as that might be, that's all I got for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated. And let me know if you went the distance. If you're still here, leave a comment below and say, hey, I made it all the way through the video. Thank you all. Appreciate you.